Hello and welcome to the short Vort on Parshas Vayigash. This week's Vort is dedicated in honor of the Ofruf of my nephew Daniel Kotzer, as well as a zechus for my father's refuah shlema Naftali ben Yitta. If you look, you can find that Hashem is guiding our lives. Some of the Divrei Torah that I'm sharing today, I heard as I was setting up this morning. Last night I had technical difficulties and I was not able to record what I had planned. So now you're going to get some bonuses. So the first thing is that it says in Perek Mem Hey pasuk Tes, Samani Elokim Adon L'chol Mitzrayim. Yosef tells his brother, "Don't worry, Hashem made me a master on all of Mitzrayim, and this is what I want you to tell my father that this happened." Do you think that that's what Yaakov gets nachas from? No, he doesn't get nachas from his son becoming the viceroy of evil and impure Mitzrayim. So what Yosef means, says the Kotzker Rebbe, is that don't read it as God made me the leader of Egypt, but Samani Elokim, I made God L'Adon Mitzrayim. I taught the Egyptians about that God is the master of Mitzrayim. I wore a yarmulke. I made a Kiddush Hashem. I made them know that there is HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And for that, Yaakov would be proud. And this morning, moments ago, I heard from the Nesivos Sholom that Yaakov would not have gone down to such a tummy place as Mitzrayim. So what Yosef was telling his brothers to tell their father was, "Don't worry, I'm the Samani Elokim Adon. Hashem made me a master on the place. It's okay. I've cleansed it. It's not as bad as it was. You can come down and live here safely." Now, there's a word from Rav Salanter. It's like when the brothers heard from Yosef, Ani Yosef, so we're told that they were embarrassed, they were ashamed, and it's a lesson for us in the day of judgment. How are these two words so powerful? Ani Yosef. So he answers that when the judgment comes and someone is a sinner, and whether they gave in for temptation of the moment, they know they did something wrong, and they're thinking they can get away with it. So it's not such a shock that they're punished for it. But what happens here is when they heard that Yosef said, "Ani Yosef," they realized that for 22 years, they thought they were doing the right thing. And when you think you're doing the right thing and you realize I'm supporting the wrong organization, the wrong people, and that it was all a mistake, that has a powerful lesson for us. And that is and that's a shame. So that's number 3. The fourth one that I also heard this morning is Rabbi Mansur on Hachayim says that with when his sons Er Onan, they died. This happened years ago, but we're getting a recounting of the descendants who went to Mitzrayim. So it says that Yehuda, it lists 5 of his sons, but it says that Er and Onan that they Vayamos B'Knan, they died in Canaan. So what do we care that they died in Canaan? What's the pasuk telling us? And they died because of their sin. How could it be that the sons of righteous Yehuda can do the sin that they were that they committed? So the Hachayim is actually being lomed zechus. It says the pasuk is being lomed zechus, is teaching us something to give them a merit, to tell them what they did wasn't as bad as you think. It's because they lived in Canaan. Canaan was like Mitzrayim, was a very tumadika place, a very impure. And because of their society, they were influenced by where they lived. So that's a lesson for us, that even when B'nai Tzadikim can be influenced in the lands that they live, we have to be careful in the lands that we live, whether it's America or parts of Eretz Yisrael or other places in the world. We can be influenced. We have to make the extra effort to not get involved. So Mazel Tov, Daniel, and thank you. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful Shabbos.